Morning once again, guys. So it has occurred to me that a large amount of people still does not know specific information about who they are. Now, the purpose of this channel is to reveal Jesus to everyone. So once you come in contact with this channel, you are in contact with Jesus. Now, for me to explain who Jesus is, I have to first explain who is man. So it is for every man to know who they are. If you do not know who you are, there's a few things that you will not know, except you know who you are. For example, if you do not know who you are, you will not know where you're from, and you will not know where you're going, and you will not know the purpose for you being created, the purpose for you here on earth. Why are you here? What is the purpose? You will not know the answer to these questions. So first, I would try to attempt to let everyone know who they are. Now, in Genesis, it gives you an account of the creation of man. A lot of people may read the Bible, a lot of people may not. So for those who do not, or even for those who read and still does not understand, I will attempt at trying to explain who is man. Now in Genesis, it says God formed man from the dust of the ground and blew into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. What that is trying to say is that God formed man, and then he blew his spirit into the man that he formed from the dust of the ground, and man became a living soul. So that gives a very brief account of who is man. Now, it says man became a living soul. So man, the body of man, has three functions, or three primary parts that functions together for a man to be a man. When I say man, I'm talking in the context, both man and woman, both male and female. Now, you have three components that make up your being. You have flesh, you have a soul, and you have a spirit. These three functions, these three primary areas have different functions, and I will explain in depth in another video each primary area and the functions of each area. But man has three components. Like I said before, man have a spirit, man have a soul, and man have the flesh. The flesh is the part that you're seeing outwards. The spirit is the part that dwells inside you. You cannot see that part. And the soul is the part that has three primary areas: the mind, the will, and the emotions. Those are the functions of the soul, or those are the key elements that makes up the soul: the mind, the will, and the emotions. All right. Now, man has a spirit that does not come from this earth. So a part of man is not from this earth. So man in his truest form is not of this earth. So we come from a place that is not earthbound. And also, man is not 100% earthbound. You are here on a mission, and after this mission, man will leave earth. whether you fulfill the mission or not, you will leave earth, but there's two destinations where a person can end up, or one of two destinations where a person can end up. So you're only earthbound while you're on this mission, and when you die, whether you fulfill this mission or not, you will leave earth. And when you leave earth, there's one of two destinations where you end up. Now, where you end up is determined whether or not you fulfilled this mission, or whether or not you have found salvation. Now, you may ask me, why does one need salvation? One needs salvation because after God created Adam and Eve in the garden, something happened. What happened in the Garden of Eden? Well, to simply put it, man disobeyed God, and that disobedience caused a separation between man and God. And God has, rectified that situation. He has purposed a way, and he has fulfilled a way where man can be saved from that great disobedience that took place in the Garden of Eden. And if you accept the remedy that God has gave to us, then you will end up in one destination. If you do not choose, however, to accept the redeeming process that God has given to us, you will end up in another destination. Because remember, man at his core did not come from earth, and you will not remain on the earth. After you die, you will end up in one of two destinations. So I'm just trying to explain to everyone online, that you come from somewhere and you are going somewhere, and the journey and the process between coming from somewhere and going somewhere is where the problem really lies. Because we come from heaven, our spirit came from God who is above the heavens, and we are here on a mission. And the problem is, a lot of people get stuck while they're on the mission. So a lot of people, forgot that they're on a mission. A lot of people does not even know they're on a mission. But it's for me to let everyone know that we're on a mission here while we're on earth. And the main mission is to serve others, to serve everyone that you come in contact with. I know God has special work for everyone, special task for everyone. The work that everyone is doing is serving, but we have different means of serving and different areas where we serve others, and that is all planned out by God, and it is for everyone to find out what his or her purpose in God is. So I know that a lot of people, get caught up in the cares of this life, and in this life, that is all that they think about every day. Oh, I have to go to work, I have to build this business, I have to do this, and all their plans are earthbound. It has nothing to do with God, nothing to do with, serving others or not. No, I have more things to release, I have more things to say, but I will explain them more in depth in another video, where I am at home, I'm in the office, I have my tools necessary to do the job more effectively, and that I can have receipts to show everyone, and they can go to their Bibles and they can look at the scriptures that I propose, and you can read for yourself and have a greater understanding. But the main thing that I want everyone to take from this video today is to understand that part of us came from heaven, and we're here on a mission, and we need to find out what that mission is by asking the Father to let us in on what his mission, what his purpose is for us to be created, because everyone has a purpose. Once you find out what that purpose is, you can walk according to your calling if you are obedient. If you are obedient, you will obey that path that God and embrace that path that God has ordained you for. And it is one of the best things anyone could ever done in their entire lives. So bear with me as I give you these information in parts. I may have like a part 1, a part 2, a part 3, and I know it will be a blessing to a lot of people. So thank you once again, guys, for listening in. I hope someone had gained some level of understanding about who they are, where they're from, and the purpose that they were created for. And continue to tune in. I have a lot more videos to release and a lot more things to explain to everyone. Thank you, guys.